Welcome back to NerdCrave. Today I've got a product review for you for something that's pretty interesting. I think you're going to want to pay attention. Stick around to the end to see what the conclusion is. Just full disclosure, this product was sent to me for free for review. However, this is not a paid review. I'm not being sponsored or paid in any way to give my opinions here. My opinions are my own, and they may not be your opinions, but for those of you who are interested in a better solution for handheld gaming on the Nintendo Switch, I present to you the Oivo Grip Controller. Now, this thing is kind of reminiscent of what you might think of as the Hori Split Pad, and the Hori Split Pad is pretty well thought of, but this thing has a bunch of features that the Hori Split Pad does not have. So here's the device here, and as you can see, it has a full back on it. Whereas the split pad more or less just kind of slides into the Joy-Con slots. This is a complete device that you actually slide the Switch tablet into. I'm going to cover several key points in this review to make sure that from a technical perspective, you have all the information you need to decide if you want to buy this product. Stick around. So I want to run over some of the key features of this controller, and the first thing that you notice immediately when you look at this unit is that it is a complete one-piece affair. It does not use the Joy-Con slots in the same way that the Joy-Cons do. It does just down in here connect to the charging area of the Joy-Con slot, but the great thing about this is that it is very rigid, very sturdy, and it adds kind of a bit of a bulk to the Switch in general. You can see the Switch just slides into this. It's pretty tight, it's pretty firm, but the nice thing about this is that you can see on the inside here it has kind of a sort of a foam rubber on the back so that it doesn't scratch or scuff the back of your Switch. Immediately, as soon as you get your hands on this device and start using it, it's going to feel kind of the same weight and size as the Wii U tablet. It's definitely more hefty than you would expect a Switch to be. Maybe not the most portable thing in the world because it does make it fairly large and a little bit more heavy than you would maybe expect. Overall, the fit and finish of this is fantastic. All the edges and seams are tight. It feels very rugged and sturdy in here. There's no concern of the Switch falling out. It's definitely in there good. They do have these little flaps on the front as well that keeps it from rocking back and forth. So that you don't wear out your charging port. So some of the really important key features that this Oivo controller has that a lot of other options on the market do not have. And looking at you, Hori Split Pad, the Hori Split Pad does not have vibration, and it does not have gyro control. This Oivo controller here has vibration, and the vibration is fantastic, and it does have gyro control, so you can play like this for Mario Kart or other games that include motion controls in them. Another key feature of this controller is that it does have a charging port in the bottom, a fully featured USB-C connector, so you can charge this while you're playing, or you can charge it without having to take this out and put it in the dock, for example. You can leave this thing installed all the time, charge it directly on here. The controller actually takes its power from the Switch, and I tested this extensively over the last 3 or 4 days to see whether it would deplete the Switch's battery any faster, and I haven't really noticed any difference between this and the Joy-Cons in terms of power consumption. My Switch still seems to last a good 4 to 5 hours or more. As far as the buttons go, the build quality of this thing is really excellent. The thumbsticks have a lot of nice play on them. They really remind me of Xbox 360 thumbsticks. A nice feature here is with the right thumbstick, it's removable and it has a click lock feature that allows you to have 3 different thumbsticks on here, and I'll see if I can... I don't know if I can get it off here on video, but this one is most like a, normal thumbstick, but then you have another one which is, concave, for example. I don't know if you can really see that here. And then there's another one here which is really interesting, which is like the GameCube C-Stick. Just a little nub, and that's actually what it came installed with from factory, and I switched it out. Now that would be a good option for those of you who want to play GameCube style games on your Switch, things like Smash Bros, for example. You may want that C-Stick sort of feel, and this definitely gives you that. So you do have those options, and it's nice that it's not just like a rubber overlay, but you can actually click and unlock the entire stick and replace it with any of the 3 options. So, moving on to something else that's really important. A lot of people are concerned with input lag, or latency as it's called, and a lot of times you get that with wireless controllers, but the thing to realize with this, and you can actually see it in the setup, this is a wired controller. This is not Bluetooth. This does not communicate via Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or anything. It actually plugs right into the USB-C on the bottom of the Switch, and you actually toggle on wired controller settings in the Switch, so there is virtually no latency that I can detect, and I've actually captured some footage of me playing several games that I will show you. And it's absolutely bang on. I played, you showed me earlier, I played Riddled Corpses EX, which is a twin-stick shooter that requires precision, accuracy, and speed and control, and it works fantastic. It works better than the Joy-Cons. I've also played several other games on it and captured some footage here of me playing Ys 8 and Story of Seasons Pioneers of Olive Town, and a couple of other games, and it really performs exactly the way you would want it to perform. Here you see me playing Riddled Corpses EX with the Oivo controllers, and the controls are tight and responsive. The thumbsticks are much more precise than the Joy-Con sticks, and as you can see here, when using the Joy-Cons, I simply died faster due to the poor comfort and control of the Joy-Cons. There is no question that the Oivo controller is far superior to Joy-Cons when playing handheld. It really gives you the feeling of having a pro controller in your hands, attached right to the screen. So just to summarize, guys, if you have been struggling with things like Joy-Con drift, or finding a solution for handheld that really gives you the full-featured experience that you want to have on your Nintendo Switch, things like vibration, things like motion controls, things like comfort and ergonomics, this controller is pretty comfortable. I have had a little bit of discomfort with, if I could offer just the slightest bit of criticism, I think they probably should have redesigned the right side here a little bit. The right thumbstick, for someone with large hands, as you can see, it's not really in the most comfortable position. I tend to have to kind of spread my hand out a little bit to get on to that thumbstick for games that really require a lot of right thumbstick, camera control, or twin stick shooters, for example, like Riddled Corpses. But that is a really small problem. It is very comfortable. It is much better than the Joy-Cons, don't get me wrong. Overall, I would give this a pretty high rating. This is on my Switch to stay. When I'm playing handheld, this is the device that I will be using until someday when somebody makes something better, which it can't really get much better than this, guys. For the price, I mean, these are selling for around $50–$55 Canadian, so whatever that works out to in the States, probably 40-ish. You really can't go wrong. The buttons feel great. They're, the face buttons are just the right level of resistance and clickiness. The D-pad actually has a nice level of resistance to it, so you really, not exactly feedback, but, it feels, it's not mushy. So many D-pads these days, even the D-pad on my Hori Pro controller is pretty mushy. This one's got a nice level of resistance and springiness to it that I really like. The thumbsticks have the right level of resistance on them. Overall, I highly rate this product. I simply haven't found a better option out there. You know, between the different Pro controllers and things like that I've had my hands on, and obviously Joy-Cons, which are really the worst possible compromise in terms of, you know, keeping things small and portable. If you are at home a lot and you're going to be playing this consistently in handheld at home, this is absolutely the way to go. The best $50-ish that you could possibly spend on your Switch. I can't recommend this highly enough. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think. I will leave a link down to this product in the description. Both a link to the Amazon listing for this product and to the company's website. Go check them out, say hello. They have a whole bunch of different products available, not just for the Switch, but things like charging docks for controllers for Xbox and PlayStation 5 and things like that. Pretty interesting company. I think they're really up and coming in the accessories industry, and it's somebody to watch for. So get your hands on one of these and let me know what you think. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. Stay classy.